I have struggled a lot with the problem of the of dieting. What is the best diet for me and the healthiest one? I have asked this question a lot of time, and I began researching on that subject, and I found some interesting points. So the first thing that I learned, it is from the book How Not to Die, is that I will read for you a paragraph in this book. Each of our cells have 46 strands of DNA called each chromosome. So in each of our cells there is some substance that's called chromosomes, and in the tips of it there is DNA. At the tip of each chromosome there is a tiny cap called telomere, which keeps your DNA from unraveling and frying. So a chromosome are called with DNA, and there is a cap called telomere that protects DNA. Sounds good? Okay, let's continue. Think of it as a plastic chip on the end of your shoelace. There is an example. Every time your cells divide, however, a bit of that cap is lost. And when the telomere is completely gone, your cells can die. True, this is an oversimplification. Telomere have been true as your as your life as your life fused. They can start shortening as soon as you are born, and when you are gone, you and when they are gone, you are gone. In fact, forensic scientists can take DNA from a blood strain and truly estimate how old the person has was based on how long their telomere are. So, basic in this paragraph, what you can learn is that telomere, the cap that protects your DNA, can be shortened, and it's begin shortening time you are born, and when they gone, you die. So the questions that might you ask is that how can you prevent telomere from 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 disappearing? And the question that you gonna ask also, it's what is related with diet. So this video is for dieting. What the fuck are you talking about telomeres or fucking I don't know. But you're gonna hear the answer soon. Sounds like fodder for a great scene in CSE, but but there anything you can do to slow the rate at each your fuse is burned. Truth is that if you can slow down this ticking cellular clock, you may be able to slow down the aging process and live longer. So if you can stop Chomler from despair, you might live longer because they protect your DNA. So what you would have to do if you wanted to prevent this tumbler cap from burning away? With smoking cigarettes is associated with triple the rate of tumbler loose. So the first step is simple: stop smoking. But the food you eat every day may also have an impact on how fast you lose your tumbler. The consumption of fruits, vegetables, and other antioxidant rich food has been associated with longer protective telomeres. So the point is that I want you to know is that a plant-based diet is what prevents telomere from shortening and disappearing. So you might say that uh, a plant you don't want like longevity. You don't care if you die soon or if you die later. But if you read this book, I'm not gonna, of course, read you all the paragraph and such a boring task. But what I gonna tell you, what I learned from this book, is that uh, a not plant-based diet that have a, a, a big that is based on animal and processed food is like can lead to a lot of disease. For example, Alzheimer, stroke, brain disease, digestive cancer, lung disease. A lot of this like big disease that kills million or thousands are associated with a bad diet. So you might say, what is a good diet? It's simply a plant-based diet that don't have a lot of dairies, meat, meat including fish, and processed food, junk food. But because let me finish this paragraph. In contrast, the composition, no. Mm, but the food you eat every day may also have an impact on how fast you lose your telomerase. The composition of fruits, vegetable, and other antioxidant-rich foods has been associated with longer protective telomerase. telomerase. In contrast, the composition of refined grains, soda, meat, including fish and dairy, has been linked to shortened telomere. So you heard it yourself, like what you expect. Of course, you are not gonna like if you are in self improvement and you go to the gym, you try to build an aesthetic physique. You don't sudden gonna gonna stop eating meat and stuff like that. And for me also, I can't stop eating meat like in the eggs and stuff, but I can stop dairy, so it's good for me. But what you can do is to stop eating processed food and implementing a lot of vegetables and legumes and fruits in your diet. So, for example, for my diet, I was eating a lot of refined green foods like bread, and I just, when I read this book, I just like put away the bread and replace it with veggies and tomatoes and all of that good stuff. This is also what you should do. Don't like try to eat this anabolic French toast or pancakes or something, because they are just like normal food but with like healthier options and with protein powder. So, and contain a lot of carbs. So I don't like prefer this type of diet if you prefer it, because the author said in his book, if you if you can just, you don't want to have the healthiest option, you don't want to have like an option healthier than what you are gonna eat. For example, if you whatever if you have two choices, eat McDonald's or eat anabolic diet or French toast or wherever, but there is not a third option, for example veggies, because you don't like it, when you were ever gonna eat one of those things, you should eat the anabolic diet because it's healthier than the junk foods in the, because but for me I'm like such an extreme guy, so I prefer to go extreme and eat the healthiest option. So my diet right now, if you ask me what is my diet, I just ate like fruits, veggies, legumes, beans, what what else? Meat, eggs, liver, chicken. So I just like eat some basic caveman style diet without any processed food or some shit like that. And it's work very nice. I don't know why, but the the beautiful things about this diet, this type of diet, the plant-based diet, is that it's, you are not like full when you eat it. You are not like full, and when you fall, like you can't concentrate. You feel dizzy. You feel like heavy. And when you eat some plant-based diet, you feel free. Your brain start to work smarter. You start to be smarter. You start to be more focused. You start to be, yeah, more alert, more in the present moment. rather than focusing on digesting the food that you eat. So this is why I recommend for you a plant-based diet. Don't go vegan but but if you want to increase longevity, of course vegan diet or vegetarian. But I'm now such a vegetarian because I like meat. It's helped me grow the muscle, and yeah, this is what I learned. So for a quick resume, each of our cells contain DNA that is protected with a cap called telomere, and this over time telomere decrease, shorten, and bad habits, for example smoking or don't having a good diet, can in fact even shortening more the telomere. What you're gonna do is to stop this bad habit that that uh, that shorten the telomere, and start implementing good habits and good diet. And the diet for this longevity progress is a plant-based diet composed with vegetable, greens, fruits, whole grain, and beans, nuts, and uh, short, reducing the consumption of animal and processed food like meat, including fish, dairies, processed food, junk food. And of course, anabolic stuff. I'm sorry if I talk it, I said it earlier. If you want to just start, if you are just starting with your self-improvement journey, I consider an anabolic diet, because you can't like like uh, stay in a extreme diet. So I recommend for you, if you are just no starting, if you are fat, if you are obese, just the anabolic diet. When you are start to getting you losing weight, like you are 20% body fat, or you are 15 10, and you are in a good state, you can control yourself. You are not hungrier than ever before. You are exercising, you are doing the good stuff, you are you can you can survive addictions, you can cut addictions, you can do extreme stuff. There is the here this is the point when you're gonna implement a plant-based diet, and it's like a video game. You are like leveling up. You can't bench 300 pound in your first day. You should progress overload. And this is the beauty of it. Like, it's like progress over progress over progress over progress over progress. And this is why it's so enjoying to do that, because you got to see the progress. to continue. The progress might not be some big stuff. You are not gonna notice it, but when you turn back to your bad habits, you're gonna notice. Because whenever I have like some big meal and I'm full, I feel like that I'm not productive. I feel like the sadness that I have, that I that I that I was having in the past, eating too much. And second thing is to try to not eat until you are full, because you are gonna ruin, you are gonna destroy your productivity. Productivity is such a beautiful thing, and if you can fast or intermediate fasting, you are a is great, because it's increases your productivity. I talk it in the productivity video if you are interested. So in final, you might feel that this video is not like uh, what I say, is not like edited or not like program it or something like this, because I just wake up and recorded this video. I don't I didn't journal things in this. I have it just open to look at it. I don't know what I do, what I why I do it. And I'm sorry if you didn't comprehend something in this video, because I'm just like starting in this domain of dieting and maximizing my diet. And yeah, I hope that you learned something from this video, and see you later in the next.